Haumea's always had a little bit of her own confidence and her own glow and her personality.
She's a solid kid, always gets, never gives, falls down. Always she's still
I'm amazed when I look at her. I don't even know I could do it if I was little. Being pregnant is really fun. We wanted to find out if it was a boy or girl, and that's kind of when Haumea's journey actually started. She's like, oh yeah, it's definitely a girl. And then she went quiet. She's like, did your doctor tell you she has a shorter leg? And we're like, what? With PFFD, other organs in your body sometimes don't develop as well. What if something else happens when she comes out?
She came in with a very complex problem. She was born without a hip joint with a very short thigh bone. And trying to figure out how to reconstruct that to a useful limb is a challenge.
She first started off with a prosthetic, and then when she was 2, she had a super hip surgery. And then in between all of that, she was in a body cast for like 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how well the bones knit together. She would have to do physical therapy, learn how to walk again.
I think some of the difficulties that Haumea's had to face is that it's been a long process. We had to work from just holding hands and transitioning to a wheelchair from in the hospital. So we would spend 10 seconds holding a position, deep breathing, screaming and crying, trying to explain why to a 3-year-old or 4-year-old that we had to do these things.
Went in again, tried to fix it again with a different super hip. I think there's like 3 different super hip surgeries, but all reconstructive hips. And then she started complaining about hip pain.
She'd run and have one good step. She's like, oh, my hip.
We take her in and it's like still dislocated from the last surgery. And it's crazy how God works because Rotationplasty became her only option.
How you feeling? The Rotationplasty basically turns the limb around such that the knee that she has functions as a hip and the foot that she has functions as a knee for her. Then she ends up with a prosthesis that builds on her foot. That gives her good hip stability, a painless limb, using the muscles and the joints that she does have optimally.
For this last few months of us getting her through her last surgery, which is a really unusual, really complex, having to deal with your foot now in a new position, facing the other way, she just overcame. She showed up twice a week to do hard new things every time with a great attitude. Walking on the treadmill for 2 minutes saying, Auntie Stacy, I want to learn how to run.
The progress is incredible.
Sparkle is my prosthetic leg that could help me walk and run and bounce. Nothing can stop it.
She's a champion, I think, that represents so much of what I see here in her success. I think that she's a fighter. Her family's the greatest support system I've ever seen.
It's long-term, it's life-term. And this isn't just Haumea, this is Haumea's family. They get that, and that is instilled in her. There's not a sense of why me at all.
Having all of our family there, she's become super positive. You know, she owns who she is.
From day one, you ask Haumea, you gonna give up? And she's like, no, I never give up. And she never gave up. And the hospital never gave up.
Over 10 years now, we've been fundraising for the Children's Miracle Network, where now all the fundraising that we've done is actually hit home for us, where it's been helping Haumea.
She would just always see the CMN logo. She's like, Mom, my hospital. It's like, yeah, you know these people, they're fundraising for kids like you.
They care about me, and they love me. I'm Haumea Friel, and Kapiolani champion.
You ever give up?
No.